Hello, I am Maisha. This is my life partner, Knife. We are from the Maldives. This is Nu and Nala.
And we are BV parents. So back in our home, basically everybody knows everyone very well. So from for me, it was that when even before we start wanted to have babies, we actually talked about how and where we are going to do it, basically. And she always shared with me concerns regarding how some traumatic stories that she have heard from friends and families. And for me, I felt like as if bringing a baby to the world is should be a very joyful uh, event, basically. So as she's the person who is basically going through the whole process of making the baby and caring for her for 9 months, and also going through all the pain and all that, I felt like it was for me to facilitate a very joyous and happy setup for her to get that done. When we reached here for the first time last year for our first baby, the welcome we got, the hospitality we got, it kind of hit me personally. So it felt like coming to family to expand our family, basically. That's how I felt about BV. Well, Maldives is a very small country, a population of almost 400,000 people. Everybody knows everybody, and words spread very quickly.
I've heard so many stories from the 70s and my grandmother's generation where they've had home births. That was when they had the normal, what was normal was having home births. And the advent of medicalization actually started around the 70s in the Maldives. I think but right now I think around 40% of births are C-sections. That's a 2 out of 5 ratio. 2 out of 5 women end up in C-sections. And I've heard so many traumatic stories about hospital births for our generation. By the time we wanted to make a family, I was really fearful of giving birth myself because of the medical interventions that happen at our institutions back home. What I wanted was to have a natural birth, which wasn't available at home. So I chose a medical facility. I chose a facility that wasn't going to have unnecessary medical interventions, and so chose a natural center like Birthvillage.
What she came across BV was, I think, the philosophy of Birthvillage was very clicking
Yeah,
with us
in
as
line with
as a
what we
couple.
believe.
And what I felt was that bringing a baby to the world should be, the whole journey should be very joyous and happy and memorable, as much as the happiness they bring to us when they are growing up with us. The more we were planning to come to Birthvillage for our births, we found out it's more advantages than disadvantages coming here. For example, the flight up to here is about 1 hour 15 minutes, and the culture and the food was also another plus point that we we wanted to come here as well.
I don't feel that age is a concern because I was 33 last year when I had my first baby, and I'm 34 now, had my second baby at baby, and they were both super fast births, natural, no medical interventions, none.
Under 1 hour.
And my active labor was under 1 hour, right?
Yeah.
So age is just a number. I don't believe that it's a concern. As long as you know your body and then you trust that inner voice in yourself saying, yes, this is the pushing stage, you got to go for it.
And
That's it.
I think the classes provided by BV was very helpful
For
as well.
sure.
not just for the mom, for the dad as well, to support her during the labor. It was extremely educational and informative. I am thankful for that during both the
That
labors.
is true.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have this mentality if not for the classes.
So, well, actually, last year when we left home for our first birth, about an hour earlier before the birth, I think it was, we reached here, and after 25 minutes reaching here in BV, she gave birth, and we couldn't even fill the tubs for the birth. And I was telling her, because she really wanted a water birth, I was telling her next time I will hire a water truck and bring her here in the water truck so that she'll be in water.
And then this time, which is the next time,
It did not happen. Because as unpredictable of a thing that labor is, it just happened
again as fast as
as fast
even
as
faster.
even faster. Yeah. So basically, we got in the cab, and on the way, she was, I think, at the almost the last stage, because by the time we reach here, and this time the luckily we were able to fill the tub somehow, and within 9 minutes, our baby number two was here. And for me, during that short period of time, I felt a sense of calmness, because I got a lot of information from the classes I underwent with BV, and as a dad, I felt I am the external force to assist her during the labor pains and contractions and all that. And I was very aware of what I was doing, and I was just making sure that all her needs were um addressed at that point of time. And I was asking her constantly, I was reminding her to breathe, I was giving her counter pressure, and all those things were there. And at any point, I didn't feel fearful or scared with the process that was happening. I was ready to catch the baby if I needed, even in the car. So that's, make sure if you get some information, you will not feel that birth is a difficult thing to handle.
Being Maldivians, we are ocean people. I do not remember a time where I haven't been connected to the sea. Going swimming, going to the beach is a part of my normal daily routine, even before pregnancy. And I also have PADI open water certification, and then a free diving certification where I can go 17 meters in one breath. And I feel these skills have aided me in my stamina and then fitness and breath control, which is really important in labor. And I feel that is what helped me have an easy labor. I would love for a return of midwifery care back home in the Maldives, and more mother and baby centered care.
And I feel that birthing, pregnancy, labor, all these are very taboo topics, especially amongst men. And a lot of times we hear all the traumatic, negative stories about birth. It's about time we start sharing all the positive talks as
Yeah.
well. And for men, especially, to be very actively involved and be present in throughout the journey itself, and also to demand institutes to allow us to be in that moment where the most important part is happening of the journey, and we should start demanding it, and that's where we should head.